Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the briefing room. Do a quick synopsis. We faced off against the Rogue Army last time and completed our first operation successfully against a new and intimidating enemy. We're starting out this time. We'll go across the board with our assets. We're looking good in promotion points, 94 promotion points. Authority's down to 65 because we just recruited Carda, and we're going to spend some of those promotion points almost immediately getting her up to speed. I've got 132 OCI, which I intend to spend now, very likely on the anti-personnel mines that we discussed last time. And we're sitting with 47 squaddies, which puts us in a really good position. Carda's been recruited, and at the end of the operation, we ended up getting another Crowbar Mod 1, which is actually very fortuitous because the secondary fire mode, the aimed fire that we like so much having on tech, is going to be very, very handy for Marta, I think, because she does not have great stats when it comes to accuracy straight out of the gate. So this should help her compensate for that at long ranges. So having another one of these rifles in the field, I think is going to be very, very helpful. We have two pirate missions that are kind of staring us in the face right now. I think I'm going to go with the backbone just because our reputation is still just at a 1 with the backbone. And if we look, I really like the idea of getting supply drops. I think that's going to become increasingly important as we progress in the campaign. So I think we're going to go ahead back to the backbone and pick this mission. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit start operation now to see what we're working with. I'm going to check out the rewards here real quick and see which way I want to progress. And then we're going to basically do what we always do and reverse engineer the missions, starting with the capstone mission and working our way backwards through the rewards and through the challenges to kind of plot a course on how we want to attack this operation. And after looking at that, we look at the capstone mission, the Crushed Bridgehead. It is a evac mission where we need to break through the enemy lines and just get our forces to evac. So that informs my decision on everything else. Like, for example, this retained spaceport mission would give us a medevac off-map ability use. If I have to use a medevac, I've done something really wrong. So if I go backtrack the other way, we have a rescue and disengage mission, which can be tricky, right? This is the one where we have to kind of blitzkrieg our way up to a point where Allied forces are already being attacked, rescue them, and retreat. Challenging, but the rewards are 2 auxiliary local forces units that we can use for the final mission. So that pretty much solidifies that I'm going down this track. The reward for sabotage supply infrastructure is all pirate vehicles having their movement range reduced, which again, very, very helpful even up into the final mission. And then that puts us right here, defaults securing the anti-air sites, which gives us an additional supply drop on each mission for the rest of the operation. Again, very, very useful. At the end of the last mission, I had asked for some community feedback to see what you guys had preferred. And we did have one user chime in on that, just reinforcing the idea that the AP mines can be extremely fun, both offensively and defensively. So I think we're going to go ahead and pick those up now. Well, crap. Okay, so never mind. I forgot that one of my major annoyances with this game is that once you begin an operation, even if you haven't dropped planetside yet, you cannot change OCIs during the operation. So now we have to go through the rest of these missions without using any of our OCI points. That really aggravates me, and I forget about it, especially when I take a little bit of time away from the game. We'll table that for next time. Well, I'm not going to worry about what I can't control. I'll just be smarter for next time, and instead I'll worry about what I can control. And what I can control is how we're going to outfit our squad. So let me take a look at what kind of substitutions I need to make here to get under our new operation cap and get this one rolling. I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and set Sach now because unfortunately him and Rewa both picked up the disheartened debuff just through the story event when we concluded the last operation. It's not the end of the world. It just kind of affects their battlefield morale. But if I got to sit somebody down, I'd rather sit somebody down that's already has a debuff going on. So I think I'm going to sit him down and give his load-bearing rig and everything over to Carda and then get her up to speed with that as quickly as possible. So with Marta, I think I'm going to build her a little bit differently. Normally, because she's the only other person I have on a routine basis that has mobile infantry, and because her inherent accuracy kind of sucks, for at least for the first few rounds due to her Martian trait, getting her into an APC with a shotgun ends up solving a lot of those problems because of the inherent accuracy bonus of the shotgun. But this time around, since we have that Crowbar Mod 1, think what I'm going to do is try to solve her accuracy problems a different way. So we're still taking athletic because of the movement and deployment cost, and she'll need to deploy in order to use the secondary fire mode of that weapon. But then we're going to go ahead and give her a call out because this gives her, for 40 AP, 2 rounds of additional accuracy boost against the target for 2 turns, which I think is very, very beneficial for her. And then I followed it up with steady gun. If she's going to be basically taking a long-range firing position and remain stationary even for 1 round, she'll gain a view range bonus, which is great, and also additional 25% accuracy, which, especially for initial missions, when we may need her to be effective in the opening rounds of a combat, I really think that might be better for her in the long. We'll see. I've never tried this before. I've never tried building her like this, but these just seem to inherently shore up her accuracy issues. And if we can do that, I think it's going to make her more immediately effective on the battlefield. So we'll take it. We'll see where it goes from there. That brought us down to 10 promotion points, but I think it's a solid start. So we'll experiment in this mission and see if how it works. Okay, so we're ready to go. I've got Marta outfitted with the hollow points and the KBAR-01 and a couple additional magazine pouches. We're going to run up this right flank, capture this point, move over and capture the other point, and then into the extraction from there. It looks like we do have a sub-objective where we'll get rewarded for destroying more than 80% of all enemy forces, so we'll see what we can do with that. Obviously, the timed ones are not really my major concern, but if we can make one of them work, fantastic. Right now, I'm trying to look out for enemy vehicles, especially avoiding things like rocket trucks. If we can manage to do that, I'll call it a success. Or if we can manage to spot them and remove them, that would be a huge success. So let's get to it.
No matter what happens, it's all an experience.
Don't want to forget, we do have our laser turret available too if we need to go ahead and bring that into play. So we're going to start off here, nice and simple, with Darby.
Moving to waypoint. Eyes and ears.
And I'm fully expecting that they're not holding this position already. If any past performance is an indicator of future performance, the pirates are likely to rush in from the other side of the map with their own troops and try to counter capture. So I think Lim... Okay, Darby, you're good.
Ready, sir.
Lim in the vehicle
Sir?
here. I already hear something out here stomping around, like a walker or something, maybe? Not really certain. We're gonna go ahead and take Bog all the way up.
Staying alert.
Oh, this could
There's
be a
no need to
show.
come through the fence or anything at this point. We're fine in that regard.
Always ready. Heading there. Staying alert.
Yeah, and I'm hearing something out there to the left of us that's kind of stomping through the trees. So I'm not sure what that's about. I'm sure we'll find out
Eyes
soon
open.
enough. Okay. We're going to get her on
Eyes
the
and
point. I
ears.
don't see anybody else there, so let's get her on point.
Yeah.
Okay, Bog doesn't have... We really got to invest in him and get him the expert pilot because he doesn't have enough AP to make that turn right now. So I think what I'm going to do is just drive him straight through. And that'll give Lim the ability to pop
Ready,
out,
Major. Get to cover!
get on the capture point as well.
Ready, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm conservatively falling behind Darby because I don't trust this flank because of the noises I'm hearing. And so I don't want them to pop out and just like run smack into Marta.
Sir?
I'm going to move Darby up on the point more.
Movement.
Yep. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for, is when are we going to get first contact? I don't know that we need to drop a turret at this point. I think we're good on that regard. I'm just really concerned here. Okay, chain gun team. What's our max range look like here?
Moving to waypoint.
Looks like she can go ahead and get some shots off. If I move her up one more, I think we're in good range here. So, and she's suppressed as well. Fantastic. So that's
Best
one
of the
special
best.
squad that's been liquidated.
Yeah.
Lim is still very short range. I think I
Staying
hold him
alert.
in case we have somebody else that shows up here in the meantime. Marta can go ahead and
Right.
fall in.
Yeah.
That can fall in. I'm going to move up Gary just a little bit in case we see anything over here. I got the grenade launcher. I only have 12 shots with it. It's a little unfortunate, but we can reach out and touch someone if we need to. I think I'm good for there right now. I don't think yeah, even if I'm, well, move him up one more. I can still get a shot off. I'm going to end
About
this pin
time.
there. Okay, and then Lim, you're good where you're at.
Staying alert.
Now we use Darby to peek the corner. Just to make sure we don't have any other...
Movement.
Oh, I was like, just to make sure we don't have any surprise visitors. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, we do. We have some guests. That's fantastic. So the first thing we do then is get her the hell out of here. If I move back around the building, that's still going to give her plenty. What do we got? Let's look. Before we freak out, let's look. So we have a laser truck. So it is armed. It's not just a vehicle. It is actually armed and operational. A heavy machine gun truck, as well as a flamethrower team. No. So I was originally like, oh, we'll just maybe fall back behind the building and we'll be fine. I don't trust this at all. And we don't even have enough really to shoot anything with. So we get her the hell out of Dodge, actually.
Sir?
And then I used Gary. And see if we can take out these flamethrowers from here. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see, where's the other capture zone? Is pretty far up there. Do I hold the turret or do we spin the turret now? We did get that unit, by the way. I do like that this little counter is kind of a nice little cheat for us. It lets us know we're successful. This is the laser truck. This, I believe, was the other vehicle. You can see the exhaust. So yeah, of course, that's the other vehicle. And look, I can see that is the other vehicle because it's telling me it's going to hit side armor. So this means that this is infantry, and this is where we're going to put the grenade launcher. And that's 3 units down. So is that cheating technically, or is that just creative use of battlefield intel? I'll leave that for you to decide.
Sir?
Marta doesn't really have any options here that are good. But we do need to have eyes over here.
Proceeding!
So this is the laser truck that kind of took off. Deploy her for 10. None of these are great options. This one's already acted though, so I'm going to take the shot at here. Again, I didn't expect much.
Shot deflected!
Didn't expect much, but I just wanted to get some kind of shots on. Okay, now tech though, we do have the War Dog drone too, and that could take something out immediately. I don't know that it's warranted at this point. And I can hit this truck here very easily, I think. Good accuracy here. Excellent accuracy here. No armor penetration though, no suppression. Was kind of hoping that the autocannon, because it's good against infantry and it says light structures too, that would be good against vehicles, but apparently not. Give it a shot and see what happens.
Shit! Deflected!
Yeah. Really chunked out of the armor though, which is good, but not great. Alright, have it fall back. Lim, however, can do something with the mining laser, but I don't know that he can get up here and do anything with it this round. Can he? Can we get shots on this thing?
Kill!
Alright. Yeah, overloaded controls and disabled the vehicle. It's very aggressive, and this could turn out to bite me in the ass too, because I have 3 infantry units with not a lot between them and 2 vehicles, and somebody's going to have to act first next round, and whoever acts first is going to leave the other 2 exposed when it comes to these vehicles. So having this guy be disabled is really huge for us, because that eliminates one of those threats, which means we just need to worry about the laser truck. You know what? Maybe this isn't smart. But if I drop this laser here, that would give us here and give us some vision here. It may not really do much over on this side, but maybe it helps us spot some reinforcements.
Coordinates received.
I'm going to do it. What the hell? And I'm going to have Lim cut back a little bit.
Sir?
Okay, so here's what I was talking about. This is where we got to make kind of our Sophie's choice, right? Is like, what do we do at this point? Because this guy still has controls overloaded. This guy's undamaged. I'm tempted to fall back with Marta, even though it means, it's kind of antithetical to why she took a knee in the first place. But I don't know that we've got any other good options.
Eyes open.
Because even with Darby, even if I ran Darby around here to get range, she would not have enough AP to get off a rocket launcher shot. So because Marta's weapons are fairly ineffectual, and she's the most exposed, I think I pop her up and we have her fall back. I don't want to get her in anybody's way, so I'm going to have her fall back here. So she'll reestablish concealment, at least for this turn. Yep, okay, that's what I was worried about. Is I knew somebody was going to have to get shot at. And it ended up being Tech, but we didn't lose anybody, which is good. Which is very good.
Orders!
Lim does have the other mining laser shot though, and since that guy already shot, I think we move up. Oh, sorry, Lim was the one that got shot at, and we didn't lose anybody. That's great. And see if we can take another shot at the back armor of this guy.
Get some!
Well, that damaged their optics as well, and then I'm going to tuck him. I'm going to move him back.
Yeah.
Tech, I think we take another shot, even though it wasn't hugely effective. Because we put so much damage in this thing, I think we still just try to press our advantage. Beautiful. So that's destroyed their engine as well. I don't think there's any reason to take another shot with the tripod. I think we maybe just put some shots on here with the K-bar. Perfect.
Nice whip, bitch!
I love it. Okay. So Darby, we definitely have you do the wraparound now. Got a little bit of cover here, and she maintains her concealment. She's going to cover from the vehicles. This truck is now visible for her, so we're going to have a laser turret drop right on it, probably at the start of the next round.
Forget about me?
Didn't forget about you, Buck. How could I? I am going to drive you. There's our turret.
I'll
Shots on
take some more of that.
Start.
overheated, but they took a fair amount of damage, and I believe they're fleeing. I did hear something else in the trees here, so it means like we're gonna have some company soon. But more importantly, the turret rather has maintained concealment because once this guy fled, it's no longer providing eyes. So actually, that placement ended up being pretty optimal in terms of how things worked out. Can I get Bog on? Probably. This guy says he's fleeing. I don't know that I buy it permanently.
Orders.
I also don't know that it's worth a rocket launcher shot. He's gonna have to cut around, get those shots on. Tank, however, could take his long shots right here just with the K-Bar 01. Again, this is why I love this, because he doesn't have to deploy to use it. The secondary aim fire ability, he can just try to get some shots on here just to increasingly discourage them from coming back to the fight. Yeah, that fire, I would think, solves our problem. So because they're fleeing and now they're on fire with tech, I think we just go ahead and move him up a little bit more to kind of hold this corner and our turn there. Our laser vented heat, which is great. Top of a new round, it looks like. So this truck should take off. I bet you that our turret opens up on it. Well, no, it used its turn to vent heat, so it's not going to do anything. It's still undetected. This guy should blow up, but it shouldn't harm our turret. All right, Marta. Just have you move in.
Receiving the cover.
Behind tech. This guy should drive off and explode.
Orders.
Yep. I need the explosion out of the distance, so that's perfect. Okay. So now we can have
Orders.
Move him up. I'm tempted to have him go in and just check this out. In fact, we're going to. That gives us line of sight, which is great. Nobody is looking to be pressing our location at this point. Fantastic.
Orders.
And the turn there. Darby, we want to keep
Oscar
you
Mike.
in the scoring area until we have this firm. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We have successfully gotten the radar. So we're going to go ahead and start moving out. And I'm actually going to move Bog along with her since we know we have a clear line of sight at this point, and then we'll start moving everybody else out. So Marta, come through. Tech, come through. Darby,
Eyes on hardware.
just ahead. There's the rocket truck that I knew we'd be facing at some point. So we're going to get her here and set up for a rocket strike. Return there, and then I'm going to swing him. You know what? I'm going to bring him close.
All right, man.
I'm going to bring him close so we can get Lim back in there for... Should I keep him here for now? Is he granting us the vision? Let me see. Does he the reason we're seeing that thing? I don't think so. So Darby's still got eyes on it. So because of that, we put him in the vehicle. And just from here. Okay. Darby.
We've got movement.
Move up. Yep. All right, you're seeing what this is excellent already. So I don't really think I need to waste the time taking a knee. I was going to check who's who in the zoo over here. So we know this is a priority target. That's going to be the one I shoot at. We have a additional chain gun truck that is armed. We have another heavy machine gun truck. And we have another flamethrower team. All right, fantastic.
Thanks.
That eliminates our truck problem. Love to see it. I'm going to stop her right there.
Sir.
Right under the
Down in the
trees.
Alright.
Like,
Taking
these
defense.
trees, the tree line. Here, just straight ahead.
About time.
I'm just tight. Okay, Darby,
Orders?
you're on scout detail again. I do like these little fields and stuff. I think they've added those semi-recently.
Moving to waypoint.
Enemy movement!
Lots of folks to play with. Okay.
Eyes on an EMP.
It's on an unit. Scavengers. Yeah, they have the EMP. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You can't take any shots from here that wouldn't make a difference. Right? So she's just out of range. So moving her up isn't going to really do anything else. I think I'm going to move her up at least just one more here.
Op 4 moving.
Be fine right there. Unless, of course, it's position, but I don't think it's going to do that. Okay. Marta. So I really want to get into range of her longest range shots, so we're just going to run her straight forward. We can try and get her into this tree line so that we can start using these
Making a play.
Hibbar Mod 1s to good effect.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any, yeah, I don't have any shots on. These are both vehicles, so I don't think there's any point. Yeah, the fact that I can see that that's armor is kind of not great for them. Okay, he's spotted. That's fine.
About time.
We're at the end of the turn, so I'm not that worried about it.
Can't wait to kill you.
If the vehicles came back because they saw him and they stumbled upon Darby out in the middle, that could be an issue, but I'm not really that worried about it. All right. So instead, what I think I'm going to do is bring him
All right.
the two vehicles here. I think that's a smart play. Part of me wants to go ahead and rocket launch these guys, but they're out of the effective combat range, so I'm going to do the smart play and eliminate one of these, or try to. Good accuracy, low armor pen, good accuracy, full armor pen. So we're going at the truck, and we get some good shots on this. The answer is yes, we absolutely can. And Bog is going to stop right there.
Sir?
Now, what I think I should do, maybe it's smarter to go with Darby, but this truck is not activated yet, which means some other unit has gone active at this point. Controls overloaded, steering damage. This other 8 machine gun truck, I think what I'm going to do is pop out with Limb. I'm just curious. We're going to take, that's 5 movement. Can I get, I can. So what's our accuracy here? Good accuracy. Not great, but not terrible either. And we can still vent the mining laser and get back in the vehicle in the same turn. This is the guy I was mostly worried about. So the fact that he is withdrawing actually works to our benefit. Marta now is free to move up. Let's do it. No, she can't. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what our coverage would be. So if we were using the... See, she's got pretty much total coverage, except for this corner. So you know what? We're going to move her up one more.
All right.
And then we'll take a knee there. And then Tech. We'll do the same thing. Move you there. He's spotted. I'm not really thrilled with that, but I think it is what it is. I think it's just by this truck, too.
Eyes on.
This gives her cover. Don't know that this is worth shooting a rocket launcher at.
Hardware destroyed.
That was a good call. Smart call. And yeah, that truck, now that it's gone, everybody's got concealment. So we're going to move over here to the tree line. Fantastic. Marta, is now in a position where she can take a knee, and we're going to use the weapon we picked up on the last operation to good effect. We're going to go ahead and utilize the alternate fire. She doesn't have full vision over here. I already deployed her, so it's too late for that. So let's go ahead and take shots on who she can see. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. She doesn't have the AP yet, like I said, to be able to get 2 shots off and around. That's a little unfortunate, but being able to do that, I think, is great. Just to effectively eliminate 1 unit is fantastic. And she's got a pretty solid, like, the range of this is enough that if we get sight, she's going to have good overwatch on all of this entire capture area. All right, so now, end her turn. Now we move on with Darby, and we flank from the other side. And there's the vision that we needed, right there. Pretty far out to get any shots on, even with the rocket launcher, so we're going to move her up. We're into the tree line. She should be fine there. And this guy's capturing, but I think we got to take that out. These guys aren't capturing yet. All right, they're not really in the way, but I think this guy's got to go.
Come here! Let me touch you!
Yeah, that sent a message, and then we got another similar truck right behind it. Just going to see who's got the best accuracy on right now. Low accuracy here, good accuracy on the boarding commandos. We need to, it's a priority target unit too, just for they usually have counterattack, which is not great up close. Medium accuracy, low, good. Well, fine. We'll take, well, what do we got here? Can we, yeah, we can go ahead and maybe put a couple more shots in the vehicle.
You ain't shit!
You know what we can do too with his alternate mode? Well, we don't have enough AP. I'm gonna save this. I'm not gonna get too drone crazy right now. We're just gonna hold off on that. Because ideally I want to deploy the drone and have 30 AP left over after deployment to go ahead and fly it right into a vehicle and take care of that problem immediately. All right, old man. Time for the drunkle. Let's reach out and set someone. Perfect. I don't know that we need to go any further forward than that right now. It'd be nice to get Lim into the party, but moving up 2 more isn't really going to accomplish that. And if I do get Lim up there, he's still going to be pretty seriously outgunned. We're at round 11. We probably aren't going to make this in 14 because we have to capture it afterwards. But like I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm always more worried about getting out cleanly and minimizing casualties. I don't think there's anything he can hit from here, so we're just going to end his turn. If that guy wants to flee, it's fine. Okay, and then, like I said, Marta's got pretty much open shots on everybody. I put some more into these commandos. Actually, let's go ahead and, she doesn't have to deploy, so we can get 2 shots off, but let's go do this. Can she, oh, it's gotta be within 10. It's gotta be within 10. So we'll take 2 shots at long range. We're really armored, but everybody that units just building that suppression meter.
Nice try.
Now I think we move up with Gary. Actually, Yeah, these guys too behind cover.
Run for our lives!
Yeah, that's perfect.
Ugh.
And then back. And deploy the drone here. And then using the other 30 AP, I can send it right here. Perfect. Didn't blow it up, but it really reduces combat effectiveness, so I think that's a win. And then he still, even after all that, has enough that we can take another shot with the alternate fire.
Orders?
Not spectacular, but not bad either.
Enemy is suppressed.
Yeah, go ahead and pin that unit on
About
tight.
time.
And then Lim, yeah, I think we go ahead and start running Limit up. See if we can get him involved in the conversation. You could remove defenses. Yeah, anybody else, it's not going to really be... I didn't really have the AP to really do much else. I'm going to bring him wide.
Is there more to life than trinketing?
Maybe
Sir?
that's a mistake. I hope I don't lose any units with Lim, but let's see here. I'm going to start with him. Do that. We're going to cut the fence. We'll make some cover here. I'm going to deploy him. Let's see, because we can get some shots on. Not with the shotgun yet. But we can at least get some shots on elsewhere, I think, right? Yeah, we deploy, and then I'm going to put another shot into the vehicle.
Keep suppressing them!
Not great, but it pinned down this other unit.
Bit hairy, eh? Ah!
And we did lose a unit. Maybe I should have got too aggressive with him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Move him up. Now that he's in range, we can start having some fun here. What do we have? That's a full unit. Not anymore, it's not.
You are an absolute worker.
Sir?
So we go ahead and use the rocket launcher here to take out the vehicle, and that eliminates Lim's problem. See if I can get a good shot on.
Can't get through that cover.
That's fine. Fall back.
Sir?
She regained concealment back here, and she's also flanking a little bit better, which is good. Marta. Is there anybody I can have you take some shots at? I think they're just outside your range, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, however, can pop in.
Deflected!
Okay. Give him something else to think about.
Always ready.
And let's pop you up and start bringing you in.
Roger.
You take a knee right here.
Sir?
All right. Now things get interesting. So this truck is still a problem. It's wavering, but not done.
Orders?
We Pops up. She's going to take another RPG shot at this thing just to see if we can get this thing off the board. Not fleeing, which is good, and then I'm putting her right back where she was. I'm going to move her one more over here. They decided to fire at Bog, which is kind of a mistake. He's drunk and he's got anger issues, so... That's one problem solved. Bring commandos.
This is real!
That's our second problem solved. They are suppressed and fleeing. Great job, Drunkle.
Sir?
Marta, now, yeah, she's taking a knee. That gives us an opportunity to get some shots on at some other units. Excellent accuracy at the ones hiding behind the vehicle. That eliminates that problem. Good accuracy here. Low accuracy here, so let's go ahead and fire on this other unit. And that takes care of the scavenger unit. These guys start to flee. Limb. You pop up here.
Repositioning!
Not enough really to do much against the commandos at this point. Shotgun's just a little too far out of range, but we can go ahead and come here and then take a knee and start getting on the point. And actually, he still is concealed, so that's perfect.
About time, man!
Tech and move in. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a tripod shot at these guys.
I want to see that out of you, 103rd.
I'm gonna attack that, you little bitch. All right, cool. So now I think it's good. We can push
Orders.
up. We've done a pretty good job. We're down one squatty, but we should get them back automatically with our med bay.
Sir?
I'm not really worried about that. Marta, go ahead and pop up. Get on the point. Tech, behind the truck, please. And uncharacteristically, let's have you deploy just for concealment and cover purposes, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Bog, get on the point as well for the captor. We just missed the 14 rounds. I don't know that we'll have enough to get it in 15, but perhaps we will. And I think we end that turn. And Lim, let's go ahead and we'll pop you up and actually move you here behind this hardcover and then pop you down back again.
Objectives completed. Ready
There
to
we
head
go.
home, Major.
So 16 rounds, 2 rounds off. We lost, we completed all the other objectives. We didn't destroy more than 80%. No, we did. We destroyed more than 80% of all their completed forces. We didn't lose a squad or vehicle, and we did not destroy any structures. So the only thing we really missed out on are the timed options. And we did that by 2 rounds, but honestly, considering the only casualty we have is Pi, and he's going to automatically come back at the end of the mission with our med bay, I call it a success. So, keys to success there. Patience, the vision. I think the MVP might have actually been the laser turret deployment, because it gave us critical vision where we needed it, and it was timed perfectly to take out the laser truck, the pirate laser truck, when it dropped, because it immediately disabled that truck to and got it fleeing, which means it took away its vision and took away its attack capabilities, which then just helped us snowball. Because if that thing would have continued to provide vision, this rocket truck that we ended up taking out, this thing would have started to open fire on us. Even if it was just guessing on the positions, even if it only had some basic targeting information from the other truck that was spotting for it, that could have been a problem. So the fact that we made it out with and were able to advance and put some long-range aggression on these targets. Honestly, the only reason Lim even lost anybody is because I won with a shotgun, and I felt like he should at least get some kind of action and get into the mix a little bit. And I played that more patiently, and had I given him more of a long-range option, I think it would have turned out. We wouldn't have lost anybody. And we probably would have been able to get some more shots on things at distance. So that's something for me to evaluate.
Or what?
So, but anyway, I think that's the tale of this mission. It went very, very clean. And it really was about our positioning, long-range fire support, and taking vision away from the enemy, as well as establishing our own lines of sight. Yeah, very, very happy with it. Let's get out of here. Yeah, hard to argue with that. Mission success, 30 promotion points. We ended up, again, acquiring supply drops for the rest of the operation. So every mission after this one free supply drop. And it looks like we took out a satellite targeting relay station. So their accuracy is going to be compromised by 5% for the rest of the mission as well. So yeah, that's going to impair their accuracy too, which is fantastic. Also a ton of salvage, including a rocket organ of our own and a pickup truck to put it in, which is very tempting as well. You know, we'll keep it around, but then maybe we go with Bog on this one too. I don't know. I really like the rocket launcher, but the rocket organ could be potentially pretty fun as well. Also, the boarding commando jet suit for somebody like Lim to be able to jump in and get some shots off and shred close range, or tech even for that matter, it'd be very, very handy. We'll have to take a look at those. All right, so our next mission, we are not going to go to break off the raid. We're going to continue here with sabotage the supply infrastructure, because I really like the idea of reducing, now that we've reduced their accuracy, I really like the idea of reducing their pirate vehicle movement for the rest of the op, and we've got 3 more missions to go, so I think that's going to pay dividends throughout the rest of this operation, and that'll lead us directly into rescue and disengage mission, which will net us some additional auxiliary local forces to take on the final mission. So I'm very, very happy the way that went. That's where we'll leave things for now. We'll pick things back up at the next episode with sabotage the supply infrastructure. And I'll take a quick look around. I don't think there's anything else that really changed in terms of, you know, black market pricing or anything that's new. And I think we're good with what we've got. Maybe we change some things around. The boarding commando jet suit may see an opportunity for use, especially if we get into that situation where we have to be very mobile in the rescue and disengage. It's very possible that Lim ends up being somebody who jetpacks in to basically rescue some of these local forces squads and then jetpacks out again. So that's definitely on my radar, but that's 2 missions away. We'll pick it up next time with sabotage supply infrastructure. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate your time as always, and we'll see you next time.